Ni sawa.
Hello.
Ongeza kidogo tu hiyo. Kidogo tu.
Umeconnect eh?
Hapo iko sawa.
Okay, now we have come to Kenyatta National Hospital and we have found out that the 34 victims were brought here to Kenyatta National Hospital with different degrees of injuries. We have seen 22 who are in this particular ward here. They're being treated, and we've seen that they're taking good care of all the patients here. These people some of them have got very serious injuries. We've been told that 4 of those who are brought here have actually lost their lives. We have made a contribution like we did where we were before, of 12,000 shillings for each, 20,000 shillings for each of the victims here. But we're saying that we want the national government to also get involved. Secondly, the issue of the medical bills for the victims here is an issue that needs to be addressed. We have been told that the county government gave a waiver in all those institutions that are under the care of the county government. We want the national government to do the same here, to also waive the bills for all the victims who have been brought to this hospital here. I said it down there, and I want to repeat again, that this is a result of negligence of duty. This is an accident which should not have taken place. If the authorities charged the responsibility of inspection and supervision did their jobs, there's no reason why an institution handling dangerous materials like LPG should be put within the vicinity of a residential area. This actually goes against what we call the Factory Inspectorate Act, and this should not have been allowed. The fact that this institution has been there for more than a year shows that some people are sleeping on their jobs. This is something that is very worrying indeed, because you're placing the lives of many Kenyans at risk. And when a thing like this happens, it's when you realize. But we know that there are several other installations around the city of Nairobi and the other part of the country which are similar to what has just caused this disaster here today. We want to tell the government to not to sleep on duty. Officers who have been charged the responsibility and not doing them, like these ones here, are criminals. And they should be charged in the court of law and put to prison. So we don't want to see what has now become like a normal practice within this government. That's, the culprit says he's surrendering himself. And then he's going to come up with all sorts of excuses. And then he's taken to court. Eventually you see that the DPP has withdrawn the case because there's no evidence. This has become a standard practice in this government. We must condemn it in the strongest terms possible. We don't want the lives of our people to be put at risk because some people are sleeping on their jobs. As Azimio, we condemn what has happened. And we say that this should not be happening in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Finally, we have produced 3 million shillings, which we are sharing with all the victims here. And we are urging the national government to come in and also make contributions. Most of these people have lost their livelihoods. So they have also lost their houses. So the government should try to find shelter for these people. I said it there before and I want to repeat again. There's already affordable housing scheme that has been completed. Let these people be the first beneficiaries and tenants of that scheme. So we urge Mr. Ruto to come out and act instead of just shouting at the State House. Thank you very much.
Asante. Yes. Karibu sana.
Hello.
Hi.
You're welcome. My name is Dr. I'm the Director of Clinical Services. We are just visiting. We have with us our board members.
Yes.
Our two board members. Dr. Odinga, representing PS Health, and Professor Usani.
University of Faculty of Life Sciences. So we are together with language.
Oh, good. Very good.
We also see how the patients are doing and how they're being cared for. So we just come to see whether the hospital is doing the right, is taking good care of them. Yes, and they have indicated to us the treatments they are giving, and so far they are doing well. They have a heavy patient load. Some of them are in theatre, but others are being attended to in daycare. and others will be released in daycare, but others will go to theaters.
Okay.
So how many do you have?
Dr. Inwani is the Deputy Director of Clinical Services, who is on the ground. She has all the details and allow her to answer. Dr. Inwani, how many patients do you have?
We totally received 67 and we have 22 here. In this unit, we have got others in the critical care units, which are based in the main hospital, some in the burns unit, some in the main critical care unit, and we have another burns unit on the 4th floor. So they are spread depending on the
Condition.
Yes. Yeah, but the ones we have here are 22. The some with severe burns, like the first patient here, and others with moderate to mild burns. So some of them are actually on their way home. Dr. Chua, where are you? Dr. Chua is the primary doctor who is managing here. So I'll allow you to introduce
All the patients.
the patients quickly. Yes.
We can start with. This is Jane Jerry. Jane Jerry sustained burns on her face primarily, but she had no inhalational burns. So she has been cleaned, dressed. There's a special dressing that she has, can't clearly see some collagen dressing. She has been discharged to be followed up with the eye clinic and the plastic surgery clinic.
She's trying to go home.
Yeah.
In this condition. This condition.
It has been seen by the plastic surgeon. And there's a collagen dressing that has been placed on her face. And normally for that usually it has to stay there and it peels off on its own. So long as the wounds are not infected, normally the patient can be taken care of as an outpatient and be followed up in clinic. The thing is usually for some patients they have to be discharged to avoid them getting hospital-acquired infections. Now the patient is stable, the burns are not too severe, it's only on the face, they will be discharged.
Okay. Okay.
Also social issues, children at home, the earlier we can get them out of the hospital, the better. But now also we have to process the discharge. As long as the intakes, they will stay here until it is either they're waived and they go.
Okay.
Baba amewaletea kitu, tutapangia wale ambao wako 22 hapa. Nataka at least tuwawachie kitu so that at least because wako na watoto nyumbani na other relatives, wakikuja kuwaona wanaweza ona venye wanasaidika kidogo. So for the 22 who are admitted,
The 22 are here,
Yes.
but we have 34 in the
yes,
hospital.
now let's talk of the 34. So all the 34, tumeshamaliza kuwaona, we will talk with you. Kando at least every person utapewa 20,000 utawapatia for the 34. So nitawacha kwa mkono yako kutoka contribution ya baba. Yeah. Then I will also need a list of those ones that we've given so that we also don't also give again, because we have to also take care of others. Yeah.
Lucy Jacob. Lucy Jacob so Lucy is actually being scheduled for theatre. There's a layer that has to be removed.
But it's also, even if it's not immediately, unless it's like the hospital will cover it.
Once from
I know
So who's supposed to take care of the medical the waiver process?
Yeah, but one in charge, she's there.
Dr. Inwani?
Sorry?
680, 20 each, and it is for their use and support for the families that are there. As we have a conversation with Dr. here about what the government is doing, because at least the county government took up and waived the bills for the county hospitals. This is a facility under the national government. I don't know what commitments they have given you so far.
What we have received in kind support through the Ministry of Health. Therefore, we are yet be meeting the bills through the National Disaster Fund or through the ministry. Yes.
I think you need to take this up with the ministry.
Okay. Yeah. Daktari.
Although hii isiende kwa bills.
Haiendi kwa bills, but it needs to go into safe custody.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
I wanted to find out of the people you received, have we lost any?
Yes, we have
From
lost.
day one?
Yes, we have lost 4.
All the 4 who have passed away were brought here first.
There are some which came through Mama Lucy. Those were the ones with the very high percent of burns, over 90% of burns. Yes.
Thank you.